Lamont. Eric is my very best friend. Even though we are not in the same class, he is in the second grade class that is all boys, and I am in the second grade class that is all girls. And Lamont is a fifth grader. Back when Lamont was a kid, my older brother Brian would make sure he got home safely. So now Lamont has to make sure Eric and I get home safely. Sometimes Lamont used to just walk me to the door of my apartment, but now he always has to wait for my mom to open the door before he can leave. The reason why Lamont has to wait is because one time when he left me at the door, I decided to visit my neighbors, Mrs. Carlanto, before going into my apartment. Miss Carlanto, Miss Carlanto lives by herself, so I wanted to make sure she was not lonely. Also, she has a lot of cookies for someone who lives by herself. When I grow up and live by myself, I will have lots of cookies and also some carrots because they help you see at night. Anyway, Mom got pretty mad at me for going to Miss Carlanto's instead of coming home. So now Lamont has to knock on the door and wait until Mom opens before he can leave. Yesterday, Lamont had only knocked on the door one time when it flew right open and Mom was already standing there. She had her coat and scarf on. It is the heat broken? I asked. No, I'm going out, Mom answered. She looked really mad, but I knew she couldn't be mad at me because I waited with Lamont like I was supposed to. Unless she was mad at me for something I did wrong, then forgot about. Who are you mad at? Lamont asked her. I'm not mad. Thank you for walking with Ki, Kian, Ki, Kia, Lamont. She said to Lamont in a way that meant Lamont should probably go home now. He ran down the stairs. Where are you going? I asked Mom. I'm going to Brian's school, she answered. And you are going to Tiffany's. She took my hand and started pulling me toward the stairs. Oh no, I'm not, I said, pulling back. I will go to Eric's. Eric is going to a basketball game with his dad, Mom reminds me. Then I will go to Mrs. Carlanto's. I explained to Mom. Miss Carlanto is out, Mom said, tugging me toward the stairs again. Then I can sit in the car at the middle school, I told her. I will sit very quietly, I promise. Mom stared at me without saying anything. I got the feeling that maybe she could be mad at whoever she was mad at already and be mad at me at the same time. So I stopped tugging and started walking down the stairs with Mom. Believe me, Keenan, Mom said, I don't like leaving you at the Harrisons any more than you like it. Before Mom knocked on Tiffany's door, she whispered, Keenan, please do not give Sylvia Harrison a single reason to say something bad about your behavior. If I get a good report from her, you will be able to watch 13 extra minutes of TV. How many shows is that? I whispered back. It's one show, Mom said. I said. Kia Ford. Mom bent her eyebrows together so that they were almost touching in the middle of her forehead. Do I look like I want to make a deal with you? Please just behave yourself. It is the right thing to do, and I will be very proud of you. Be a big girl. I will be very good, Mama. I promised, I said. Mom gave me a squeeze and knocked on the door. Tiffany's mom opened the door. Tiffany was standing right behind her. Right away, I could smell roses because it always smells like roses in Tiffany's apartment. Tiffany's mom burns smelly candles all the time that are supposed to smell good. But really, they just make you sneeze and wish you could go outside. Thanks again. So, Sylvia, Mom said, Mrs. Harrison. It's no problem, Nikki. Tiffany's mom said, I just feel awful for you. I hope Brandon can fix his behavior before it's too late. She shook her head sadly. I looked at Mom. I felt worried. I didn't know what Tiffany's mom meant, but she made it sound like something bad was going to happen to Brandon. Oh, I don't think it's as bad as all that, Mom said to Mrs. Harrison. Brandon just needs to learn to stop being a clown at school. Oh, I'm sure you are right, Mrs. Harrison said. She kind of laughed. Don't mind me. I was just watching this television program about this nice family whose son was in jail. It was the saddest thing, and he first started getting into trouble in middle school. But I'm sure that won't happen with Brandon. Well, I should be home by 5, Sylvia, Mom said. She's she said it without really opening her mouth. Like her top and bottom teeth were stuck together. Kia Kina is going to be here for almost 2 hours, Tiffany said. She did not sound like she was very excited about having me stay at her house. Believe me, my mom doesn't like leaving me here any more than you like it. I told Tiffany, right. Mom, I looked at Mom. She made a laugh sound that also sounded like a coughing sound. Then her face changed colors a little bit. I am just sorry to ask for a last minute favor, Mom said to Mrs. Harrison. So thank you. See you at 5, she added. Then she kissed me on the top of my head and left me standing there with Mrs. Harrison. That's all I'm going to be reading today.
Thank you very, very, very much. That was a great job, Amaya. That was a great job. Um, my mom used to burn candles, smelly candles when I was growing up, but she called it incense. And I remember the strawberry smell. And Miss Audi, I think you're too young to remember this. When we had a room dividers going between like the living room and the kitchen, we had the beads going down. You had to go through the beads.
Oh, I like the beads.
Yeah, my mama she burns incense in her house, and sometimes it smells good. Like I think she goes to a shop to get incense. Like anytime we will, like when I was little, anytime we would go get some incense to the closest like incense store near us, and it would smell so good.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
my
sometimes
favorite
I
was
have to freeze
a
it.
strawberry kind of smelling incense. I used to love that smell. And
Nice.
then there was a coconut one, I think a coconut vanilla one.
Mm,
Um, yeah, we had them in the kitchen, we had them in the living room, we had them in the bathrooms.
Hmm.
Um,
everywhere.
Incense are very nice. I
yeah.
agree.
So,
Relax.
Miss Audi, you're gonna read something for us? What do you got?
I was going to ask if you had anything to read today.
When you mentioned that you were going to read something to us, I was kind of looking around,
Yeah,
and I don't have anything readily available, but I'll definitely have something for next week.
for next week. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. Um, I have this book that I had last week. Um,
Oh, okay.
Unapologetic Photosynthetic Celebration of Black Womanhood.
I thought it
Uh,
was that other book you read the other time.
by Mac Rittens. What was that?
I thought you were gonna pull out that other book you was reading the other time.
No.
Acting like it's HBO up in here. Uh, before you get into the book, can you tell us a little bit about the author? Because I know you personally know the author.
Yeah. Terrence Mack. He is a part of the Springfield community. You know, he's a member just like us in the Springfield community. He is an educator, and he's an author. And I really like the things that he's been doing. Like he has been working, in collaboration with others that have the same vision as him, wanting to do like open up bookstores and like just have spaces for Black folks to be able to read and find books of other Black artists. I'm sorry, authors.
No,
um,
that's great because one of the things that resonated with me with just what you said was the word collaboration. So
mm,
simply put, collaboration just means working together, and I think as us in the Black community, we need to continue to improve our skills and working together, whether it's on the artistic side, like Mac Ritten's working with other folks, Black artists, not with only in the Springfield community, but all around the country. Collaboration does not have boundaries. You can collaborate
mhm,
across state lines, across oceans, across country lines, and collaboration extends to everything, whether it's education, school, there's religious collaboration, there's artistic collaboration, there's educational collaboration, there's
mhm.
athletic collaboration, there's political collaboration. I mean, it continues to go on and on and on. So I think that word
Indeed,
collaboration is very important. So
I
with that
agree.
being said, I'll let you.
Cool. Working together towards a common goal. Yeah, I think collaboration is beautiful. Okay, so this piece that I'm going to read is called "Stood Tall for Me." It says that Nana, Mama, Auntie, Sister stood tall for me, stood tall for me, took falls for me, all for me, still as a statue, my favorite mountains to see. My Berlin Wall, my arms during a trust fall, my wings when all I could do was crawl. My attested defense when the world made me a target, my sergeants. My get your behind up. It's time for school. My pick those pants up. You don't look cool. My don't nobody mess with my nephew. My superheroes to the rescue. Where would I be without them? Short tempered, tall standing, courageous, strutting, bold, teaching, unapologetic women. Yeah, they stressed me, but fed me, led me. I couldn't imagine any other kind of woman in this world that could relate to this skin I'm in. They get me. A viable shot in this world they gave me, they raised me. They paid costs that were unevenly priced. For me, they altruistically sacrificed. Without them, I wouldn't have a life. Taught me wrong from right, tucked me in at night. Thanks for the meals on the table and keeping on the cable. Thanks for your philosophies, your vivacious Socrates. I love this one. For showing me and not always just telling me. You were my first teachers, divine leaders. Some of you said a lot, some of you said nothing at all. But I still studied all of you and the ways you stood tall. I've seen the way this world treats you, You never let them defeat you. Try your best to keep the evil away from the family and me too. I was raised by Black women who went through the blues but still woke up to make the green. You selfless beings. For all the world put you through, I promise to stand tall for you, forever unmoved. That Nana, Mama, Auntie, sister stood tall for me. I love that.
You know what? As I was listening to you read the passage, I was thinking of Amaya. And Amaya, you know what I was thinking about? You don't know?
No.
I was thinking about you writing a book. Remember you talked about you were
Yeah.
interested in writing a book. Remember that?
I remember that.
And I would love to hear anything that you've written, book, passage, a poem, thoughts. Nothing in your diary, but would love to hear something that you write. And I think it's important. I mean, Mac Rittens he's local, which is great. He's a educator, which is great. He's an adult, which is great. But does not limit anybody, and including you, Amaya. It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you're local or educator or you're just starting out. There's no long, hard, fast rules in terms of I want to write a book.
Yeah,
There's
I
kids your
do
yeah,
make
there's
a
kids your
book.
age that write books. You just write what you want to write. So you don't need to be an educator. You don't need to be an adult. You just be you and use your imagination. Whether you want to write something that's nonfiction, using your imagination, fiction, using your imagination, or nonfiction, something that's based on your experience. So I hope I'm kind of like nudging you in the right direction in writing a book. You're very personable and precocious, which is another way of saying smart and intense and focused. Um,
I
you know,
love that.
unleash yourself, girl. Unleash yourself on the world.
Mhm.
And with that being said, Miss Audi, you have any closing thoughts?
I would like to piggyback a little off of what you said. I think that that's going to be amazing. I definitely have heard you speak about writing a book before, and yeah, I'm just also here to encourage you, Amaya, to go for it, go for it. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what I would,
Rob, I know
oh,
you shut. I know you're shutting down, but Zuri just asked if she could read a book as well.
Hey,
of course.
And
Hi, Zuri.
for our viewers, I just want to announce. I know we're missing a number of our readers. I don't know if you guys mentioned it earlier,
No, we
but
didn't.
right, and you probably should have. But who am I to talk? Amaya,
Exactly.
Aaliyah, and Daniel, their grandmother passed away this morning. So we had a death in our family. Those are my relatives. So their grandmother passed this morning, so they won't be joining us today, which is why it's a short show. So Zuri wanted to read because they weren't here, if that's okay with you guys.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely okay. Um, if you can
Your
just
locks
focus
are getting
yourself
so
out of the
long.
camera, Daryl.
I'm never in camera, sir.
Hey,
Well, with this one, I can't do.
No, I'm just messing with you, man.
Zuri, your hair is getting so long.
I mean, text me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This book is called
I
Hubby.
think you're going to see
This book is called Tubby.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, just wait. Your turn.
Wait for your turn, Taylor.
Okay. What is that?
Tubby.
Tubby time.
Tubby time.
That's the word. Looks like Rob right here. Same shaved head and everything.
Zuri, don't laugh at that.
This book is it's a baby book, but for some folks like Rob with sensitive ears, it's kind of rated something because the baby's actually taking a bath. So go ahead. It says
Amazing.
I'm
naked.
We.
We.
You gotta say it real loud.
I'm naked. We.
It's a baby. It's a baby, people.
Why are you teaching her that southern accent?
It is.
And I go
Splash.
splash. I play.
Yep. Say it nice and loud.
Play
With.
with
Yep. Say it nice and loud. Bubble.
bubbles.
Santa.
Santa, clown,
Bunny.
bunny, mommy, and poodle. And so we wash my hair and rinse
Light skinned family.
Kind of like yours. Ow.
ow,
Say it real loud.
ow,
Oh.
all
Better.
better.
Say it now. Say ow.
Ow, all better.
Okay, so we'll just leave one more page and you can finish the rest of the book next week. Okay? I
practice
nice and loud.
Swimming.
Over.
Motor boat.
Say it nice and loud.
I practice swimming motor boat.
Nice.
And that's gonna be it. She'll finish the rest of her novel next week.
Beautiful.
That's a nice novel.
And
That's
just so you know,
beautiful, Zuri.
she's learning all these words on her own, so good job.
I think it's so amazing, Zuri. You did a wonderful job.
And you can see the words with your hair in your eyes.
I know. I'm thinking that the longer her locks grow, it's like she begins to disappear. I'm like, can I see your face this morning?
Mr. Rob, do you think you can grow one little curly Q by next week?
Listen, I took photos for that book, and that was last week. So
Oh.
yeah, I was in my tub, everything. See that smile?
A picture from his photo album.
Lovely. Oh man, you can always count on you guys to make us smile and laugh Saturday mornings. I appreciate these young scholars. You both are so amazing. Thank you for sharing your stories.
And if I can simply say, folks out there, just remember the family of Aaliyah, Ayana, and Daniel in your thoughts, your prayers, your meditations, and everything. Send them that healing energy because they can use it right now.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all.
All right, everyone, have a great Saturday. Stay warm. I hope you shoveled yourself out. Otherwise, you're gonna have to throw some salt on the ground.
I might ask my cousin if she want to join.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Thank you, Maya. Look at you recruiting. You're like
tell
a coach.
Friend, tell a cousin.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
I say I am not the coach. I am the general. I lead this army.
Hey.
I actually do. I'm the first child. I'm the grandchild.
Oh, amazing. You know your place.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love
They
it.
call me cuckoo.
That's what cousins are for. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Saturday.
All right, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you for
too.
tuning in.
Thank you.
Bye.